Hey, today I'm going to show you an N8N sales system that finds local businesses like dentists, grabs their information, and sends them a message automatically by email or text. But we're going to do it with a little twist. Now, we all know that cold outreach doesn't really work well for local businesses. It's not like B2B where the guy is sitting behind a laptop all day, but I'm going to show you guys a way to make that work using some of the methods that I used when I was scaling my sales agency to 80K a month. And no, I'm not just showing you just the tools, I'm showing you the strategy, the offer, the copy, the automation, the tracking system, so you'll get everything you need.
Now, we all know that local businesses need customers just like any other business, but you can't really help them get customers with cold email. Just because cold email doesn't really work well for B2C, because regular people don't check their inbox like business owners do in the B2B space. So usually the customer is a random person on the street, so you don't have their email. Even if you do, well, they're not ready to buy when you hit them. And I always say this, trying to grow B2C with cold emails like fishing in a swimming pool. But I'm going to show you guys a way to actually make it work. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the Process anti-fragile systems, which is essentially just basic frameworks and positionings that I came up with when I was scaling my company to 80K a month, my sales agency to 80K a month. And some of them are the connector angle. And the one that we're going to be using is the anti-fragile positioning. And there are multiple ones that are already shared in this channel, which is the hiring signal anti-fragile system. And let me walk you guys through it. Essentially, like there's a member that actually used this and he closed like $5,000 deal. So first 4,748 client closed, 1 week into campaign launch, 1 month into the community. Was skeptical until the money just hit my Stripe account. Yeah, classic. So he was impressed when I mentioned SaaS anti-fragile methods. So he was on a call with a prospect, and that prospect was impressed when he mentioned the SaaS anti-fragile method. Look for company paying signals. So essentially, he got paid $3,489 USD. Love that exchange rate. LOL. Awesome. So congrats, my friend. So these are just basic frameworks that you can use to actually print money. Okay. So let me walk you guys through this anti-fragile position that we're going to be using to make cold email work for local businesses. Okay. So the main idea is that we're not generating leads out of thin air. We're just redirecting existing customer flow between businesses that already complement each other. Let's take, for example, a dentist, okay? So the goal is to help dentists grow. But we know that cold email doesn't really work well for getting local businesses customers such as dentists. Well, what do? Well, the simple solution is connect them with people who already have the customers. So we go up the ladder. So we partner with businesses who already serve these local dentists. And I'm going to show you guys an N8N system that's going to allow us to do this automatically. All right. So here's the game plan. The game plan is we're going to run 2 parallel campaigns. And I want you guys to really pay attention to this. So campaign A would be dentists, the buyers. So we're offering them more patients by connecting them to businesses who already have their ideal customers. And we say we partner dentists with trusted local wellness and beauty brands to drive more high quality patients, no ads, no BS, just warm exposures to people already spending in your niche. Okay, so the main idea is that we're not inventing fluff, we're just creating value by finding one party with an audience, for example, gyms, spas, salons, and then we find another one that wants access to that audience, like dentists, right? And we structure a win-win deal between them and we get paid as the connector. So either by a one-time entry fee, retainer, monthly retainer, or a rev share on deals closed, and you can also upsell them for setup plus automation services. So you guys need to understand that there are entire companies built on this model, but today we're going to be automating it. Okay. So the TLDR is we're building a local referral loop where you can get dentists more patients, give gyms, spas, salons cool offers to their customers, and you sit in the middle, automate it, and you simply just profit, okay? So here's an example cold email that's going to be sent to the dentist. So subject line, bring in more cosmetic patients, no ads. Hey, doctor name, I work with clinics like yours to bring in high LTV patients through simple referral partnerships with trusted local gyms, med spas, and salons. These are appearance-conscious local clients, the exact audience that books Invisalign, whitening, and smile makeovers. Would you be open to a quick call this week? I can show you how this works. No ads, no gimmicks. Okay, so this is the campaign A. Now let's just let's talk about the campaign D. So this is going to be local businesses, which is the audience holders, the party that already has customers. Okay, so these are gyms, med spas, hair salons, etc. So they already have the exact people, dentists, wants. So appearance conscious, disposable income, health aware local. So they already have the money. Okay, so we say, hey, I want to offer your clients exclusive access to premium dental perks like free whitening, deals, or smile makeovers. We partner you with local dentists to create a win-win perks and earn referral bonuses. Okay, so we give them a way to look awesome to their customers by offering exclusive perks from a local dentist and maybe even earn a referral fee or a promo boost. Okay, and the example cold email for these audience holders, such as spas, med spas, or salons, is want to offer your clients premium dental park? Hey name, I partner local wellness brands with trusted dentists in city to offer their clients premium perks like free whitening, smile consultations, or Invisalign discounts. It's a win-win. Your customers get value and the dentist gets referrals. You can even earn a bonus for every new patient. Want to know how it works. So essentially what we're doing is we match the two sides. So once the dentist says yes, we show them our local partner list. And once the spa, gym, salon says yes, we pair them with a dentist in that area. Okay. So you get paid a flat fee from a dentist, example, like $1,500 to $3,500 for the campaign setup. And then you also can get an ongoing percentage per referred client, for example, 5 to 15%. I used to do 15%, but I got started with 10 and then I eventually ramped up to 25. So, and again, you can also get paid a monthly retainer if you build the entire full system for them. So you can pick whatever you want. All right. And by the way, I know you're thinking, should I be meeting? Like, how do I need to meet these dentists? Well, no. You're not meeting with any dentists or spas in person. The whole system runs digitally. Cold outreach, email, text automation. You match them up and set up a referral loop and track everything in Notion. And I'm going to share with you guys the entire Notion. You can just basically copy and paste the template. Okay. So this is basically the thought process. All right. So you guys understand why we are building this N8N system from the first place. Okay. Now I know you might be thinking, Saad, well, let's say that the dentist says yes, okay, and he agreed to, or he or she agreed to get on a call. What do I say? Well, I got you guys. This is the call with dentists. Let's say he or she replied to campaign A. So the intro, what I used to do, this is basically my exact sales script that I used to go for, which is one intro, which is 1 to 2 minutes. I appreciate you taking the time, X, which is the doctor. I'll keep this quick. I partner with local wellness businesses like gyms, spas, and salon and connect them to clinics like yours to drive more cosmetic and high-ticket patients. And then second thing is you want to position the play in a clear and simple way, right? Because I always say, if you confuse, you lose. So these businesses already serve your exact audience, people who care about appearance, health, and have disposable income, which is really important. We give them an easy way to refer their clients to you, usually for things like whitening, consultations, Invisalign consults, or smile makeovers. Build confidence. This is the third thing. We keep it super simple. You only deal with people who actually book. You don't pay anything up front. You only reward results. So the cool part is you're not really paying anything up front. You're only just running campaigns and connecting people, right? You're just matching people, right? So it's kind of like being the greatest wingman on earth, right? So the fourth step is asking for yes. Is that something you'd be open to send out with 1 or 2 trusted businesses? I'd handle all the setup. Okay. So this is the call with the dentist. Now I know you might be thinking, Saad, well, what would be the call with the local partners such as the gym, spa, or salon? Well, again, the intro, this is my exact intro, is the intro is going to be short and chill. Okay. So, hey, first name, I won't take long. I help local businesses like yours partner with trusted clinics to offer perks to your clients, like free dental consults, whitening deals, or Invisalign specials. And then the second step is you're going to show what's in it for them. So you're going to say, hey, it's a way to make your brand look even more premium. Okay. Like, hey, we partnered with dentist name to hook you up. You can also get a small referral bonus for every person that books, or just do it as a value add. Okay. The third step is you make it feel easy. So no selling. You just send the offer in a text, email, or IG post. What I used to do is just text them using Twilio, and I'm going to walk you guys through how to do it. And then we'll give you everything you need, super lightweight. And then you ask for yes, which is basically straightforward. You say, hey, would you be open in testing it out? We can start with a soft rollout, see how your clients respond. Okay. So these are the questions that might pop in your head right now. So you might be thinking, Saad, well, why would a dentist agree to give away free whitening or smile consults? Now, let me explain. So, in my experience working with these dentists, whitening cost them almost nothing, maybe like $10 to $15 in material and 30 minutes of time. So it's like Costco giving away free samples. So most clinics already offer this as a promo, especially in the United States. They just don't have a channel to distribute it well. But this is where you come, and this is why you can automate it. All right. So the dentist isn't giving away free work. They're buying new patients at a fraction of a cost, and you're giving them a plug and play way to do it. The second question that might pop in your head is, how do I know the spa's clients are the right kind of people who will actually pay the dentist for services? Well, what did I say? Well, we're reaching out to premium spas, okay, and premium salons. So we're not trying to send broke people looking for free stuff, obviously. We're trying to send appearance-conscious people with disposable income who already spend on themselves, beauty, skin, and fitness, and who already trust the spa. So warm intros equals high conversion. Now, let me walk you guys through the N8N flow, okay? This is basically the thought process behind it, right? The scope of the projects. So now we need to find the dentist, and we also need to find the salon. So the most straightforward way is just to scrape Google Maps, right? So we're gonna scrape Google Maps for spas and salons, and then also, we're going to scrape Google Maps for dentists, okay? Now, typically when you scrape Google Maps, sometimes the website is missing. So we have two things. We have the first flow. If the website exists, well, we're going to find the dentist / the salon owner's email. So if found, we're going to email them with this offer. If not found, we're going to text them directly, either with our phone text, with our text message, or using WhatsApp, okay? Same thing. If the website does not exist, well, we're simply just going to text them directly, right? Using phone or WhatsApp, okay? So this is basically the thought process. Let's just go ahead and build the system in N8N, okay? So I'm just going to go to my N8N right now, and then I'm just going to go to Overview, Create Workflow, right? Let me just name this Connector or Anti-Fragile Positioning N8N flow, and then let's just go ahead and start building. So first, let me walk you guys through Apify. So Apify is basically just a gold mine of scrapers. You can scrape TikTok, Google Maps, which is the one that we're going to be using, Instagram scraper, Amazon scraper, website crawler. So essentially every single scraper on earth, you're going to find it in Apify, okay? So we're simply going to type in Google Maps in the search bar, and the one that we want is Google Maps email extractor. All right, we're going to click on try for free. And then let me walk you guys through how it works essentially. So we have search terms where essentially you're just going to type in the keywords that you want, the location, number of places to extract, language. You can even go super precise and go to place categories, for example, airline, aquarium, archive, all of these things. You can scrape all places. You can even go skip closed places. You can even add the country, city, everything. You can even go to Google Maps and just hard code the Google Maps URL of whatever target you want to go for. Now, if I want to connect it to N8N, I'll simply go to integrations and I will go to use API endpoints. So these are all endpoints, right, provided by Apify, so you can essentially just use their own API and automate the entire flow. Okay, so there's run actor synchronously, run actor and get dataset items, which is the one that we're going to be using. There's multiple ones, okay? So if I go to post right here, post HTTP, etc. So this is the exact one that I want, okay? So I'm just going to copy it, Control C, go to my N8N, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add trigger manually. So when I click on it, I can execute the flow. Sweet. So I'm going to click on this plus button. I'm going to go to HTTP, make a request, right? And the method is get, right? By default. So we're going to go to scroll and we're going to hover to post, and the URL is going to be the URL, right? Which is this one, right? They're going to give you your API key, which is already hard-coded here. So post request, all right? So this API is going to run the scraper and get the data for us, all right? So now what do we have to do? We're going to go back to input, and then simply we want dentist. We're going to type in dentist here. For location, let's just put New York, for example, and the total numbers of places to extract, we're just going to put for 10 for now, okay? So now if I go to JSON. I have this JSON, which is the one that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna copy it, Control C, and then I'm gonna go back to N8N, and I'm gonna go to send body and simply go to body content type, and it's gonna be JSON, specific body using JSON, and simply paste it here. Okay. So I'm gonna get 10, right? Now check this out. If I go back to my runs, nothing is really running here, but if I execute the step, I will see that the actor is running through API, okay? And then once the scraper is gonna finish scraping 10 results, well, what we're gonna do is simply we're gonna get it in the output here, right? Executing the node. So if I go, you will see that the log here is basically, this is the back end of the scraper. If I go to input, I will see that this is the exact body that I sent in JSON here. See? So the only thing you have to do is just wait a little bit because the output is 3 right now. And then all of this is going to be populated here in my N8N output, okay, in this node right here, all right? And then boom, I have the data right here, all right? So I essentially just ran the scraper through API, okay? Now, since we are testing, well, we don't want to just keep running the entire flow, right? And then rerunning another run. That's not doable. And you're just gonna basically lose all your credits in Apify. When you sign up, they give you $5. So you're gonna, like, when you're building this, you don't wanna just keep running an entire run from the beginning. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the integration endpoint. So use API endpoints, and it's gonna be get last run data set items, okay? Get, okay? Copy this, and then I'm gonna put it here. So this is the one that's gonna be in, like, this is the one that we're gonna be putting later on, right? Because we wanna run this entire flow from the beginning. So we're just gonna get to the data set items now, right? And then when we finish scraping, basically build everything, then we can just update the URL so it can basically just run the entire flow for us from the beginning. I'm just gonna paste it here. Go to method is gonna be get and simply remove the send body. Now, if I execute the step, I will get the data here, all right? So right now, I essentially just returned 10 items, which is the exact 10 items that I had in the run, which is run here. I have 10, okay? Well, what if I want to just get 1 or 2 or 3? Well, we're just gonna be using an offset. So simply add and offset equals, for example, 1, right? And limit equals 1. Well, now if I execute the step, boom, I got Gentle Dental in Queens, which is Gentle Dental in Queens. Okay, so what I've done is I used the offset, right? Let me walk you guys through. So offset 1, so I'm skipping 1. Offset just means skip. A limit just 1. How many? Okay, so if I put 2, well, I'm skipping the first one and getting 2, which is 2 items. Okay, so let's just go ahead and keep it that way. Since I think we have the website, which is, there you go, here's the website. I'm gonna click on this plus button. We're gonna have to, if you guys noticed here, there's the website, but it has some of these things that I don't like. I just want queensmile.com. So we're going to have to clean these websites. So we're just going to use AI. So we're going to click on this plus button. And before we actually do it, we need an if. So only if the website actually exists. So only if value website is string exists. Okay. So if we execute, well, it's true, right? Since it's true, it exists, right? So if it's true, what we need is we need Claude. We can use OpenAI if you want. So I'm just going to use Claude. And I'm going to be using 3.7 Sonnet. I'm going to options, maximum tokens is just 750, right? And then I'm going to go to the basic LLM chain. And then I'm going to define below. And this is the prompt. So below is a website scraped off Google Maps. Your task is to return the website only as http website.com. Here is the website. So I'm just gonna execute previous nodes, and I'm gonna delete this right here, and I'm going to connect this one. And then I'm going to go to Entropic. Okay, everything looks good. I'm going to go to my basic LLM chain, and I'm simply going to plug the website here. Okay, so if I execute the step, I'm going to get the website. Sweet. Well, now what do? I'm essentially going to find the email. Okay, there are multiple ways to find the email of any business. There is an email finder, there's Hunter, there's multiple ones. We also have our own email enrichment platform, which is specifically for people in the community. And the thought process of building this is because most people spend a lot of money into email enrichment platforms. For example, this one right here, an email finder, right? So the thought process is how can we lower the cost for members so they can actually focus on doing the work? So we've built our own. But let's just go ahead and use an email finder, because in your case, since you're watching this, you don't have access to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to read API documentation. So this is the documentation. I'm going to walk you guys through how to do it. So find a person's email. We have multiple endpoints. Find emails at a company. Find a decision maker's email. So let's just go and use find emails at a company. Okay. Or maybe we can go for find decision maker's email. Let's try it. So Control C. And then I'm gonna click on this plus button, go to HTTP, make a request to this API. So method is gonna be posts. URL, paste it here. Authentication is generic credential type and choose bearer. Okay. So bearer, and then create a new credential, then go back to your API key, copy it, simply paste it here, and save. Okay, successfully. Now send the body, and then make sure it's using JSON. Go to JSON, and then go back, and then go here, this is the domain. This is a test domain. So if I paste it here, an email finder is going to try to find the CEO of that company or the owner. So if I execute the step, I will see that I found Satya Nadella, which is the CEO of Microsoft. Now, for example, if I put https myoprocess.com, which is my own company, I think an email finder is going to find it. Oh yeah, they found it. Yeah. Okay, great. So let's just try and see if we can find the websites here. So I'm just going to feed in the text, and I'm just going to have to copy this, Control C, put it here. And then let's see if we're going to find the email. So not found. Yeah, we could not find the decision maker. So for scalability reasons, we're just going to be using find emails at a company. I think it's way better. Just copy this. It's also a post request. And then domain. Okay, so now we only have to feed in the domain, and then we're going to gather all the emails inside, which is pretty sweet. So I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to have to put all these. I'm going to put the website here, execute. Okay, so I found the email, David, Anna, info. So all of them are pretty good. We can reach out to any of this. Okay, so let's just go ahead and name this find email. Okay, so actually, let's just name this find dentist email. All right, so if this is going to be rename clean websites, okay, and this is going to be get data from Apify. Okay, so clean the website. So now we have the email. Well, we need to handle when we don't have the website. So simply we're just going to use a platform called Twilio to text these dentists. Okay, so this is Twilio. So I'm just going to log into my account. And I believe I need to log in using, let me sign up using Google. So I'm going to receive a code in my phone right now. And this is the code, which is 80802957. Continue. Okay, sweet. So step 2 is I'm gonna go and authenticate my Twilio account. I'm gonna walk you guys through it. This is the Twilio home. All right, so what do I want? I want to hover down. So business, thank you. Next. Next. This is their onboarding essentially. Okay. So let me go back to dashboard. They have such a weird onboarding. Okay, when you sign up, they give you like a try of $15. I already like took like $4 from this account. So you want to hover down, you're gonna see account SSD. So copy it, go back, and then you're gonna have to click on this plus button, look for Twilio. So make a call, send an SMS. We want an SMS. So Twilio accounts, you want to edit this. So auth token is SSD, right? And the auth token is going to be auth token. So simply copy it and paste it here. Okay, so now I can send to my number right here. Obviously, I'm going to blur my number. So if you go to Twilio, this is your Twilio number, copy it. And I'm just going to put my number. In terms of the tests, we're going to put tests in Twilio anti-fragile. So let me just unlink this and then unlink this too. And then let's just try this. Okay, so execute the flow. Now I received, this is the one. I don't know if you guys can see this. So there we go. All right, so send from your Twilio trial account, test in Twilio anti-fragile. Okay, so now what do we do? Well, I'm just gonna have to unlink this, put this right here back, and then if it's false, we're gonna send them a text. I can just add now the phone number here, right? Obviously, you can just drag and drop it here, boom. Now I'm not gonna execute this step because I'm gonna text this dentist. So I'm just gonna put it right here. And in terms of the copy, we're just gonna leave this here, okay? So this is gonna be text dentist, okay? Well, now since we have the first flow, right, where we clean the names, we find the email. Well, now what do we do? Well, gonna click on this plus button, and then what we're gonna have to do is we need to generate some sort of personalization. I want an basic LLM chain, okay? And then I'm gonna add Claude, okay, 3.7 sonnets. In terms of options, maximum tokens, I'm just gonna leave it as is. And then I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go define below. So the prompt is gonna be generate a statement similar to I was browsing dental clinics in location and came across basically your clinic. The reviews and reputation stood out immediately. And we have a perfect output for AI, right? So I was browsing dental clinics in Flatbus and came across Bright Smile Dental. The reviews and reputation stood out immediately. Okay. So before I actually do this, let me just unlink this, and put this here. And then I'm gonna link this, okay? And then I'm just gonna execute the flow. And then I forgot to unlink this, but that's fine. I'm gonna have to put I was dental clinics in, so neighborhood is Bayside, and came across Center for Smiles. Boom. Now if I execute the step, check this out. Sweet. So I have all of these personalizations for 10 items. Okay. All right. Next step is I'm going to have to click on this plus button and I'm going to add my lead to Instantly, which is my cold email software. So HTTP. And then I'm going to go to Instantly, verify a human. And I'm simply going to log in. Sweet. I'm going to go to settings, integration, API key. And then I'm going to type in API documentation, which is instantly. And the one that I want is going to be create a lead. Okay. So I believe this is the old one. So instantly AI documentation. All right, this is the one. So it's going to be lead, create a lead. Okay, create a lead, which is this one. I'm just going to copy this address, which is instantly curl request to this address. So I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go back. I did not copy it correct. Copied now. Paste it here. And then it's a post request. So post. So post requests. And then to this URL. Right? And then authorization bearer. Okay. So it's a post to this URL. Authorization is going to be generic credential type and it's going to be bearer. And then I'm going to add a new one, create new credential. Bearer token is going to be create new API key, test, scopes, make sure it's all, and then create. So copy it and then go back, paste it here and save. Sweet. Well, now we're going to go to send body. It's going to be specified body is going to be JSON. No thanks. And then I'm going to create lead and I'm going to copy this. Okay, so I'm just going to paste it here. But before I actually do anything, I need to create a campaign. So I'm going to go to instantly. Name this dentist campaign. Okay, and I'm going to copy this URL, which is this ID. I'm going to copy this ID, go back. So check this out. Campaign ID is campaign ID. The email, well, it's going to be the email found from an email finder. So before we actually do this, let me just test. I'm just going to put domain here and then remove it at the end. Domain myoprocess.com. Okay, so execute. Okay, well, now I can just add the result from the previous notes. Okay, so this is the email. So email is going to be email. So I don't know why it goes down for some reason with N8N. So I'm just going to put it right here. All right, the personalization, obviously, you guys, is going to be the personalization generated from AI or with AI. So I can simply put personalization here. So the website is obviously going to be website. So websites, website. Boom. We're going to delete all of these. And then the clinic name or instantly's name and convention company name is going to be off get data from Apify and it's going to be this one. Boom. So phone, we're going to add the phone too. Why not? So phone unformatted. Hopefully we don't get any issues with formatting here. List ID. I'm going to delete list ID assigned to delete. Skip if workspace, yes. Block list ID. There's no block list ID. And delete all of these. I think so. So if I execute, let's see. So I have an issue with this JSON. So I'm just going to copy this. And here's a hack. I'm going to go to ChatGPT. Fix this JSON, please. So I don't need to like squint my eye. So if I copy this, now I go back, paste it here, and I believe I still have an issue, which is, oh, I think I know why. It's the phone number. Yeah. Hopefully it's the phone number. So I'm gonna add the phone number here. So valid JSON. Let me just feed it to AI. Okay, let's just copy this and see. Yeah. See, AI just fixes everything. I don't have to like try to tweak everything. So now I can go to leads and I have my lead here. So I tried SOD and I have an issue here equals. I think I added like by mistake. Yeah. So personalization removed this. And why did I add this? Execute again. Sweet. So now I will want to see this BS. Okay, so perfect. So if I go personalization. Okay, sweet. So now I can just use this copy, which is this one. Since I don't have the full name, I'm just going to keep it, I'm just going to use like an emoji. So, hey, wave emoji. So, hey there, or just hey there. Sends from my iPhone. Save. Subject line, bring in more customers, patience, no ads. Okay, let me delete this, then go back, paste it here. Save. Okay, now I have the dentist campaign. Let me go back. Now what I'm gonna have to do is name this add to instantly. Okay, so add to instantly. Well, sweet, now it's done. Now the only thing I have to do is just put this here. I'm gonna have to simply copy this entire flow. Check this out. Since we already built it, we're only gonna have to duplicate it. Control C. And then we're gonna add a pause for example, 5 seconds. Okay. Sweet. And then now the only thing we have to do is we need a new run here. So I'm just going to go to Google Maps extractor and then I'm going to type in luxury spa. Name this get spas from Apify. And this is going to be get dentists from Apify. All right. So now I'm just going to have to run it. So luxury spa, save and start. Essentially going to do the same thing, right? Okay, so we're scraping. So we have 8 results, okay? Extractor, go to integrations again, use API endpoints. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get last run items, go copy it. And again, I'm just going to simply paste it here. And if I execute the step, okay, sweet. I got the spa, which is season spa. Let me check the spa actually. Season spa, yeah. Facials, radio frequency. Yeah, this is luxury things. Okay, so these are luxury spas. All right. So now, same thing, right? So I'm just gonna put the zoom out. I'm gonna unlink this. Put this right here. Okay, so this is the second flow. Good thing is we already built the first one, so it's the only thing that's going to change. Okay, so I have the data, same thing. If website exists, we're going to have to clean the website. So let's just execute. So this is the website, right? And then dentist. This is the phone number. The dentist's email, if I put this here. So let me execute previous nodes. Well, the domain is going to be the domains. We just found it here, so I can just remove the one that was testing with. And this is the one. Boom. Okay, so I have the website right here. All right, so sweet. This is going to be find spa, luxury spa email. All right, and then we're going to have to generate a personalization. So the personalization is going to be, hey, this is Saad. I was browsing wellness businesses and let me just execute the last node, get spas from Apify. So I was browsing wellness businesses and city or in neighborhood. And neighborhood. Okay. And it came across Seasons Spas. Okay. And then we're going to add the star rating. So star rating, which is total score. That star rating with plus the reviews really stood out. Okay, so this is gonna be, let's just put this here. So I'm gonna go to instantly, and this is gonna be spas. So luxury spas. Continue. And the sequence is gonna be this one. I partner with local brands, trusted dentists, and JSON City. Okay, so JSON City, we need to add it as a variable. All right, so sweet. Generate a brief statement similar to, and then let's just execute and we're going to get the perfect output. Copy this and then example, perfect output. So, hey, this is Saad. And then that's it. So execute. Okay, so now it's good. Sweet. Okay. So now basically I have everything I need. I can just add this to my campaign, which is going to be the campaign here. Control C, simply paste it here. And then the email is going to be the email found. So before I actually do it, let me just hard code my own email and then I can just map it after. So email. Okay, personalization is text. And domain. I'm just going to put my domain here first. HTTPS myoprocess.com. Okay, now if I execute this, okay, now if I go to leads, I will see that I added my lead here. And then I'm simply going to say, hey, and then personalization. Okay. And then now, okay, so sweet. Hey there. Awesome. So now we've basically built this 90% of the way there. Now I'm going to have to simply text. This is going to be text luxury spa. Okay. And then I'm going to save this. Okay, sweet. So now here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to add an if. So if email is found, so if, right? So if email value here, string exists, okay? And that's pretty much it. If I execute, okay, here are the emails. Well, now, so if email is found, you put this right here. Then we're going to continue and simply paste in the email. Let me execute previous node. And now I'm just going to have to change the email right here, which is email. Okay, so here is the email. Boom, and I have everything I need. Okay, let me save this. All right, so now if the email is not found, well, obviously we're gonna have to text them, okay? So I'm just gonna copy this, Control-C, paste it here, and I'm simply gonna add this here. Boom, and let me just make this better. Okay, add instantly right here, and then add this right here. Okay, so in terms of the text message that we're gonna send them, let's just name this rename. So text in case no email found. And this is gonna be text in case no website found. Okay, so here is the text that we're gonna be using. So hey, this is Saad. I was browsing wellness businesses in city and came across like your exact wellness spa, season spa. Your reviews are solid and looks like people really trust your work. I help businesses like yours offer exclusive perks like free whitening or smile consultations through partnerships with top-rated local dentists. Open to a quick chat. Okay, let me just add a new line here. And then now the only thing I have to do is just put the phone number here, but we're gonna do it later on. Okay, so this is good. Same thing here, same copy. Okay, now everything is done. I forgot to add an if here. So if let me execute previous node. I have an error because I forgot to add the one right here, and let me just link this, and now that's it. We're like 95% done. So I'm just gonna put this right here, and then I'm just gonna unlink this, and then let me just execute. So I found the emails. So only if email string exists. And then now I'm going to map in the correct one, which is the website that we found. So simply put the website right here. There we go. Sweet. And then if it's false, again, we're going to have to add simple thing. Same thing here, in case there's no email. So let me just save this. Now this is the last step. I'm going to go and simply, I'm just going to copy this. Run actor. Paste it here. The body, just like we talked about. First thing is going to be dentist. JSON dentist. And it's going to be JSON. Paste it here. And now you can put whatever you want. For example, just put 100. Okay. And then that's it. Let's just name this run actor now. Run actor. Boom. And same thing, run actor. Okay, and now let's just execute the flow. So we're running, right? Running the actor. If I go to runs, open Smile Dentist, Dr. Ruben. All right, so let's just check out instantly. Okay, we have this added. Hey, this is Saad. I was browsing dental clinics in Brooklyn and I came across Prosperity Clinic. I partner with local businesses that help dentists attract more high-value patients. Would you be open to a quick chat about how it works? Awesome. So this is an end-to-end system. Now let's just talk about tracking. So I'm going to walk you guys through the Notion that a template that you can just copy and paste, which is this one. So you have two, like basically three tabs. You have the referrals tab, local partners, and you also have the dentist. So you have the dentist here, the clinic name, location, email, phone. If it's interested in referrals, yes or no. So when they say, yes, I'm interested, just basically yes. And then notes, referral success fee if you want to add it. They also partnered with, so you would know which ones. For example, Zen Wellness Spa or Radiance Hair Salon, it's referrals, right? And if I go to local partners again, type whether it's a gym, salon, retail store, fitness studio, cafe, etc. owner name, and email partnership status. So you have everything you need. So pending, active, notes, partnered with, and then referrals, etc. And then you can just track the referrals right here. So meeting booked, paid, or canceled. And you also have the commission due, commission amount, and also referred by. So now I'm going to leave you guys everything that you need, along with the copies, how to talk to these prospects, and also the N8N system. So the only thing you have to do now is essentially just get out there, take action. I believe in you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.